Oo, iba. Tsaka ang ganda kasi kapag mga nasa event eh.
Ay. Oh, pormadong-pormado si best friend
Oo nga.
Saan ang handaan?
Handa na akong mahalin siya.
Ano ba na? Yan, anong
Meron, best friend.
Oh, ganda ng mga... Ayan na ang ating mga best friends. Ito po ang aabangan ninyo sa susunod nating episode. Dito lang yan sa Business Beat! See you, best friends!
Lorraine, you know what I've been thinking about lately? Hello. Earth to Lorraine.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What did you say? What were you saying?
Girl, I've noticed you've been on your phone a lot lately.
I know. Life's been busy. Family, work, a lot of things.
I understand. But, it's been so long since we've caught up with each other.
You're right. I think, did we want to catch up soon? Tomorrow? Maybe next week?
Next week, let's say Friday.
Okay, that sounds right. Yeah.
Even though life can get super busy for all of us, it's still important to make time for your friends and loved ones.
And you know what? I appreciate you for telling me. Thank you for reminding me.
That's what friends are for. And this is your friendly reminder from the INCRadio San Diego Satellite Studio.
And we'll catch you on the next
Wave.
Gathered together.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
The districts in Canada,
from the Pacific to Atlantic, anytime and wherever you are. Join us.
you are watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio.
Watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio. INCRadio Canada. Join us. Join us, join us, join us. INCRadio Canada. Join us.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, world. My name is Brother Carlo Marquez,
And I'm Sister Nina Novello.
and you are tuning into
INC Radio
Canada. So, how is everyone doing? Doing good?
Me first? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. It's too cold outside, actually.
Yeah, with the weather
Yeah.
outside, I think it's getting a lot colder, and also the sunset because of time went backwards. Weather's cold. I think it was snowing. It snowed like maybe 2-3 times this week, and now it died down again.
And as much as Snow introduces himself to us, I think we should introduce our guest.
Yeah, a
as
new guest
well.
actually. A new guest is here.
Kuya
So, can you introduce yourself?
Okay. I'm Brother Joshua Cano from the local congregation of Beaconsfield from the district of Quebec and Atlantic Canada.
What are your
Very
your
shy.
offices?
Very demure.
Very demure.
Um,
Do you have any offices, brother?
I'm a choir member, a TSV officer, and been here officer too.
Before.
Before. Now I'm like waiting to take over my KADIWA office.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Very timely, Kuya
Very-
Carlo, no?
Yes. Yeah,
But special with our topic for tonight.
with our topic, can you explain to us what our guests and listeners and viewers will go
Well, as you know, Kuya Carlo and Brother Josh, it is currently November.
through?
And November is the anniversary of
Yes, of the KADIWA
KADIWA organization.
organizations. Yes.
How many years has it been, Kuya? Kuya Carlo,
Okay,
our
so,
KADIWA president.
I think I'm gonna need a little bit of process.
52 years.
52 years. I was about to say 51, but 52 years.
52 years,
of
yeah.
KADIWA.
So later on, we'll get into a little game
Yeah.
for us to test the knowledge of our two brothers.
But again, to remind to our listeners and viewers who don't know what KADIWA is,
Yes.
so inside the Iglesianicristo, KADIWA is those members that are 18 years old and above,
Yes.
and baptized and unmarried.
Unmarried.
Unmarried members.
Yes, very single
Single,
members, right?
single baptized members.
So
yes.
that's us basically.
Mhm.
We don't have any spouses yet. We don't know about Brother Josh.
We're still in our early youth. We're still in our
I
early
do
youth.
not.
He's just currently what? How old are you, Brother Josh?
18, but yeah.
18.
Fresh 18.
Fresh 18 years old.
He seems so bad. Like, you
What?
know.
What
I
does
think
that
he's just
mean?
like very excited, very excited.
Yeah, he's very excited.
Yes,
Which
yes.
local congregation are you from?
Beaconsfield, but
Because we
Same
represent.
local.
Same
Yes.
Beaconsfield.
Shout out to Montreal.
Montreal, yes. To all our viewers and listeners, comment down below. We'll try to read them later.
Yes. We'll see if we have time between our segments and questions, but we have a lot in store to talk about.
For sure, Kuya Carlo. So, how are you, Brother Josh? Would you like to... How are you feeling right now? Because it's your first time.
yeah,
First time hosting, guesting, yeah.
I won't even lie, I'm kind of shy
Kind of shy.
Why are you
Yes,
shy, brother?
because, like, first time for everything, you're like,
Yeah.
you kind of like feel kind of nervous, and like especially in front of the camera,
Mm-hmm.
like I get shy.
But I think from our previous hostings, maybe
Yeah,
some
you're
of you might
familiar.
recognize his face, and he didn't seem so shy in those
yes.
vlogs.
No, wait,
So-
guys. That's because I was in control. You know what I'm saying? Like I was holding the camera, so like
he was leading.
yeah, exactly. So it felt less like
The drama.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to cover up his shyness right now. But yeah,
But if you know Joshua, he's very chill.
very outgoing,
He's so-
extroverted.
His voice
Everyone
is
knows
very
Joshua.
bass. He's very extroverted.
Yes.
Everyone knows Brother Josh.
In real life, it gets better, guys.
Yes.
Wow.
He's a really
Like,
nice and
Yes.
outgoing
I'm
guy
very
in
approachable
person.
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
You will hear him first before you see him.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because his voice is
You
so
wonder
loud.
where that noise coming from? It's Brother Joshua.
Yes. So speaking of, I'm very thankful you're here, brother.
Thank
Brother
you.
Josh. Thank you for the vlogs too. I
Yes.
love
Yes.
the vlogs.
You know, actually, a lot of viewers and listeners from our previous hostings, they
Yeah.
commented and they gave you a shout out.
Oh
They're
really?
like, oh, this brother's like super outgoing. I hope we can see him in like future vlogs.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Future vlogging coming.
You got game, you got
Yeah,
game.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So for our topic for tonight, so we're going to talk about just like what we said.
Mhm.
You know, we know each other. We've known each other for years now, Brother Josh. I've seen him when he was just this high.
That is not true. Okay.
But we're going to
Yes.
talk about why community
Matters.
matters.
A Kadiwa special.
Yes. of
That's why we have
course.
Brother Joshua here. So
A fresh Kadiwa.
Yes.
Because us withered. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, we're getting
These
to
are the
our
OGs. The
our
OGs.
Kadiwa
originals.
years. Yes.
You know, Kuya Carlo is what? You're
The-
turning.
27.
Ooh.
I'm turning 27 in December.
26.
20.
I know I don't look
Oh.
like it. It's okay. You don't have to mention.
We don't look like our age, so
Yes.
thank you to all our listeners and viewers.
Thank you so much. But our topic for tonight is why community matters. We're going to talk about how we support our unity, our fellowship that we find in the KADIWA organization. You know, it helps us to be strong in our faith, and we are also like growing. We're growing. We're developing. We are youth that we have each other. That
Yes.
is the objective of KADIWA. You know,
Community,
with-
like relationships, connection. That's what the main importance I believe in the KADIWA organization.
KADIWA organ. And as a KADIWA president
Yes.
yourself, Kuya Carlo,
Yes.
right? I want to ask you first. Why?
Okay.
Why?
All right. Okay.
What does KADIWA mean to you?
So, KADIWA for me, it's more a sense of community for the younger adults. Well, respectfully for the younger adults and obviously the older ones. But it's very crucial in the early years of when you become a KADIWA, because when you're navigating through those early years of, let's say, of adulthood, you navigate life finding relationships, community, your circle of people. So that's what shapes KADIWA and you as a KADIWA member. It's finding your people or something that really matters to you, not just materially, but more just interpersonal relationships.
It's really important. Like activities that we do conduct, and sometimes you get to see the love of your life in KADIWA activity.
Yes, that's true. KADIWA
Why you
also
laughing?
I am not laughing.
he's very interested.
How about you, Brother Josh?
Sorry, what was the question again?
What does KADIWA mean to
What
you?
does
What
KADIWA
does
mean to
KADIWA?
you?
I honestly think Kuya Carlo already explained it perfectly. But like, for me, like KADIWA, like he said, is like for like the young youth that are like.
That's exactly what he said.
Wait to let me say.
He's got it. He's got it.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
was
it.
gonna. There's no way I just got interrupted. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. So wait, what was I saying? Oh,
That's
young
for the young
Okay.
youth.
So like the young youth, like obviously been here too, but like as they are like growing up and like actually like entering like the adult stages in life,
Yeah.
where they actually like become more independent and like face like the real challenges of the world, and yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I think
The
That's-
kuyas and the ates,
the quiz and others, that's true. Transitioning from Binhi to KADIWA, it's like
Yeah.
you get hit of that reality.
Yeah,
of,
it's like
the world.
kind of like a big change too, So,
From Binhi to KADIWA?
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're speaking from experience too, because
Yeah,
you turned
'cause-
18 last year. So
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
turned
The transition
18,
between that, yeah.
A baby.
Like I don't have to take the school bus. I actually have to take the city bus.
yeah,
That is a big change.
he drives now
Well,
too. Though.
personally.
You can
Yeah,
drive
you
too.
drive
yeah.
now.
Nah, yeah, but like I don't drive all the time though. Like only like
Going
when I
to
have
school,
an
you
early
don't.
class, when I have like an 8 a.m. class, like I drive, but like if I have like a sort of like later class, so like 10 a.m., I'll take the bus.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
We
Yeah.
take the same bus, guys.
I've
Yeah.
seen you in my bus actually.
I hear you in the bus. I know, yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyways,
Alright.
going back to our
Our
topic.
topic.
We're neighbors.
Yes.
We live nearby. But
2 minutes
anyways,
away.
I have an icebreaker. But
Go
that's
for it.
it.
Yeah.
Don't look at my laptop, Josh.
Okay.
Anyways.
She's been talking about the icebreaker
Yeah,
ever since.
'cause-
But okay.
Okay, so 52 years. What year was the KADIWA organization established?
19. Oh, sorry.
FYI viewers, I'm not the best at math, so
You said 52.
I can't
Yeah, 52.
whip out a calculator right now, but 2025.
No cheating. No cheating.
1973.
Oh!
Yeah, he's good.
Oh
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
1973, it's correct.
1973.
1 point for Josh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing points.
Yeah, we're doing
Oh,
points.
we're doing an icebreaker
No
about
prize, though.
KADIWA.
It gets kind of competitive when
Well,
there's a game involved.
Don't call me out to our listeners and viewers, okay?
Remember,
So-
you're the KADIWA president.
I'm the district KADIWA president,
KADIWA.
but I'm there in spirit. Okay, I'm trying my best.
Okay, so second question. What does KADIWA mean?
I know it's a Tagalog word. It's an acronym, but I don't know it, unfortunately.
Wait, what do you mean? What does you mean?
It's an acronym. KADIWA.
Oh.
Like Binhid has its own acronym. KADIWA has its own acronym.
Um.
I don't know the Tagalog words.
Oh, it's a Tagalog word.
But it has an English version.
Can I like make something? Okay, no, I don't want to make something.
No, I forgot what it means.
Are you guys tapping out?
Kids.
I tapped out already.
No.
Kids. Not the kids.
Wait, can you give us a hint? Can you give us a hint?
It's
What's the first
you
one?
know what are the KADIWA? They're young.
Young youth.
Yeah, they are young. What's
Kids.
their
Kang-
intent? Brother Carl.
Kabataan.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I was gonna
First
say.
word in. Yeah.
Kabataan ang...
Kabataan ang.
I don't know.
The ang is wrong. It's
I
way
don't
off.
know.
Kabataang may. What do they have?
Kabataan ang... Yeah, I'm not... I can't.
Okay,
Sorry. My
coming
Tagalog
up.
is not Tagalog. Actually, I don't have Tagalog, so I can't say that.
Hey,
Me
you
neither.
get there's progress.
Nah.
Are you giving up? Kabataang may diwang wagas, which in
May
English
diwang
is
wagas.
youth with noble intent.
Youth with noble intent, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Youth with noble intent.
No one got a point. Okay, name one KADIWA activity. Kuya Carlo, can you like not?
Wait, look. Oh wait, we should have a buzzer. Okay, no. Okay, Kuya, you can have it because I already have 1 point. I'm gonna let you like have this one.
KADIWA formal.
Well, obviously you get that point. He was like KADIWA formal.
Already.
Wait, first to tap the table gets to answer the question.
Okay.
First.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so question number 4. What KADIWA age group do we have? Like, what's the age group?
What does that mean? Okay.
18 above.
18 above. It was so easy, Josh.
18 and above.
I
Unmarried.
thought it was gonna be like a trick question. Okay. Nah. Okay, I'm locked in.
Okay,
I'm locked
okay.
in.
Okay, last
so,
question.
2-1. 2-1.
Ooh, 2-1.
Okay, this point counts for 2 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh? Not you
He's
making
trying
up
to tie break right now.
Question number 5, the last question that we have.
All right.
If you get this point,
I
you'll be
win.
a tiebreaker.
Winner
Okay.
takes all.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Question number 5. Name the 3 Christian family. Again.
Ah! You got it first.
Bini, Kadiwa, Buklod. Wait. Oh my gosh.
I don't know why.
You
Wait.
made him doubt. That's correct. That's correct.
I
Bini,
actually scared me. I
Kadiwa,
thought I got it wrong.
Because I always hear Buklod Kadiwa Binhi.
Ah.
That's why I was
But youngest to
Binhi
oldest.
Kadiwa
Binhi Kadiwa,
Buklod.
yeah.
But like, it starts from
He
the
got it.
bottom.
He's got it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
last
Those are the
question.
questions.
Wait, let me make up a question in
Okay,
my mind.
tiebreaker.
So it's
Tiebreaker.
2-2.
We get tiebreaker. What year was the church registered?
1914.
He saw it coming.
Joshua.
That's good.
The
Thank
guess
you for being a
wins.
good sport.
Okay, I
Thank you
tried.
for letting the young win.
Yeah, that's part of being a KADIWA. You just
Okay.
you give some victories to the
May
younger
audience
ones.
tayo natatawihan. Okay, now that we have that, speaking of KADIWA activities,
Yes.
it's time for
Catching Up with Canada.
Welcome back to Catching Up with Canada.
let's see what our brethren have been up to this week and what other activities we can expect.
And we're back. So again,
Yes.
catching up with Canada. Here are the activities we have here in our district. So actually this evening or earlier we had our district-wide evangelical mission that was spearheaded by the choir department. So not just
All of us.
All of us.
We're choir members.
actually, yeah, we're a choir member. What's your voice in the choir?
Bass.
Bass. What's your voice?
Uh,
Alto. Wait, no, soprano. I'm sorry.
No, but I also do alto, so
Yeah.
if needed.
If needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Carlo?
Bass.
You know, it was so shocking for me to know your bass.
Really?
I thought you were
Yeah,
tenor.
I would have thought you were 10
Yeah.
too.
I mean, I can reach bass.
Wow. I mean, our live audience, he knows.
Our
Because
live audience.
he's our organist, so I'm beside him, the organ. He knows.
He knows. Okay, so we have our evangelical mission. Yes. And our next segment, we have our
CFO in action. And we're back. So here are also the upcoming activities in our district, and a very big one that we're looking forward to, which is about, I believe, 10 days from now.
10 days from now?
November 30th.
Yeah.
November 30th.
And it's the 22nd today, so 8 days.
Sorry, 8 days from now. Pardon my
Your math is
calculations.
not mathing
My
today.
math is not mathing. So,
Not mathing
8 days
today.
from
He
now.
makes the posters. So the
I made
last
the posters
poster
and my...
he made was 10 days.
Yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, November 30th we will
Yes.
have our
Musical
evangelical mission. That would be at College Boboa at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. See you there, everyone. Brother Josh is going to be at the lobby.
We'll
I will be there,
accommodating
Bob.
everybody,
Yes.
and if
As
you
a
hear someone
caution.
that's like standing out from the crew
With a
and it's
loud
just
voice.
very outgoing,
Yeah.
most likely Brother Joshua.
If you hear bruh, like,
If you,
that's him.
he's like, yo, bro, Atenina, Kuya Carlo, like, or if you see
We
someone
should
like
do
a vlog.
A
He's
vlog
probably
at
at
the lobby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, see
little
you
vlog?
guys in the next
Little
segment with
vlog?
Joshua.
Yeah, with
Okay,
Joshua.
okay.
Okay, alright. Okay. Okay, so let's get into our questions.
Yes.
So, we have question number 1 for you, Brother Josh. Not to put you in the spot.
I'm locked in.
What is your favorite sport?
Oh, basketball.
No,
fuck.
clearly,
Basketball.
without a
Yeah,
doubt, basketball.
Basketball.
So why do you play basketball?
What's enjoyable? Like, what do you like about basketball?
Yeah, basketball.
Mind you, the topic is still about,
Okay.
community and
Community.
KADIWA, but also in basketball, you have a kind of
Yeah,
community.
you have a sense of team
Team building, yeah.
building, yeah.
So speaking of basketball.
Why do you like it?
Why do I like basketball? So, little backstory. I used to actually play soccer.
Yeah, I remember
But-
doing
Really?
that.
Yeah.
What happened?
But I quit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I quit because a guy in the opposite team did not know how to play soccer and accidentally hit me.
He's so passionate about it.
So yes, I
Very
was like,
competitive.
he accidentally hurt me on accident, right? So then
You
after
didn't
that
feel
day,
like it's a
after that
community.
day, I felt traumatized
Yeah.
and I didn't want to play anymore, even if I got all the
Was this in
popsicles.
school?
No, it was like a soccer league, like
Oh, okay.
soccer
Okay,
How
league.
old were you?
Like 6.
Oh.
Okay,
Six.
so after that experience, you
Yeah.
just didn't want to go anything
I
with
didn't
soccer.
want to like play anymore because like I felt the danger in that sport.
Right.
Yes, but
Okay.
and
So
then,
he didn't really feel the brotherhood in
yeah,
that moment.
if you could say so.
But in basketball, you're like, God, this is where I
Yeah,
belong.
I feel
Oh,
like
so you shifted from soccer
yeah,
to
and
basketball.
especially because my dad he played in a basketball league. But
Oh, really?
That Tony plays good.
yeah, he.
Oh
Played
yeah, he
in-
does play. Like whenever we have unity games, I think I
Yeah.
remember seeing him play basketball.
And
So
when he was younger, he played in Australia too.
what?
What?
Yeah.
Ka Tony?
Yes, fuck.
What?
Okay.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Ka
Tony.
Tony.
Okay.
Ka Josie.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
shout
but-
them out. Give
Shout out,
your fans.
Shout
say hi to
out.
your parents.
Shout out
Since
to my
we're talking
parents.
about it.
And even my mom, she played a little bit of basketball.
Really?
It runs
Yeah,
in the
because
family.
in our backyard we have like a basketball hoop and even like a small hoop when I was little too. And then so like I always like grew around like basketball. But like I only got into it until later on.
Right.
And like whenever like I'd be practicing, like even recently my mom tried to join in.
Really?
Wow, that's nice.
She started shooting the hoop. Shooting the ball into the hoop.
Yeah.
And she's actually not bad. Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's good.
That's
That's nice. Yeah.
So do you feel like in the Kadiwa, it's kind of like, you know, a basketball team in a way, because you have people doing different things, like Kuya Carlo,
and everyone just
there's like
works
different
together.
positions in the Kadiwa, like different purposes for the Kadiwa.
He's the president, and you, well, for everyone's information, you were our Binhi
District president.
president before.
Yes.
But I guess he'll be joining the ranks, you know, in the
Yeah,
Kadiwa. He'll be there.
Yeah,
He'll be there.
For sure. So what does brotherhood mean to you in the context of Kadiwa? Yeah. Yes, chime in.
So I think brotherhood in the context of Kadiwa, it's not some kind of like fraternity or something like that. It's more of just the bond that you create with young adults from like different age groups.
Because let's be honest, the age group is really like vast.
There's no limit. Like it's starting from 18 until whatever age.
Yeah, if you don't get married, you're in Kadiwa, right?
Yeah. But then you have those ates and kuyas that are, let's say they are quite older than you, but it doesn't feel like the age is that far apart. That's
true.
like the
Just talk to
context.
Joshua, like, come on, he's 18.
That's true. He's 18, and
You're 27.
Yeah.
26.
The context of age, right? There's like big age gaps between the brotherhood, let's say in Kadiwa, but you don't feel like there's that age gap because there's that brotherhood.
Like Brother Josh, you have a lot of kuyas, right? You have a lot of ates.
Yes, but Ate Mika, Ate Pa.
Shout him out.
Ate Nina, Kuya Carlo, Kuya Car.
He's
naming everyone in the room right now.
Everyone.
Because it was the easiest way. But like, even if like they're much older than me.
Much older than me.
Okay, even though they're a little bit older than me, like I never feel like there's like that age gap. Like we're always like so friendly to me, and like I don't know, it's just a great feeling, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah. He's always like after Ensayo.
Exactly.
Oh, they're gonna Libre me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And your aunties and kuyas always Libre you too.
That's true. Every time I go visit the locale in Beaconsfield, Brother Joshua is there. He's like, "Yo, kuya, you buy me food later?" I'm like, "Yo,
chill, bro. I just
not even a hi. It's like, "Kuya, you're gonna buy me later?" Thank you.
I in fact do say hi first.
No, you don't.
Wait,
no, you don't.
Wait, because I see you beforehand too, so I can be
that's
like,
true.
hi.
It's like hi, and then the next interaction.
It's next interaction.
It's like, "Yo, kuya, you got me?"
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's cute because Josh, you're an only child, right?
Exactly, and it feels good to have like you guys act like my older siblings too.
Oh, thank you.
So like,
thank you.
Yeah.
No, but that's good though. At least that's the difference with the Kadiwa inside the Church of Christ. It's like no matter age you are, you just get along with each other.
Yeah.
It's not like okay, he's at this age and I'm at this age. You can't bond because different mindset. But in the church, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and it's funny because even when you're outside, like commuting, I hear this guy every day.
And then that's when you're reminded of the
every
age
day
gap.
is not true.
Yeah, but it's cute because sometimes it's Alison or Andrea.
Yeah.
You know what? I was just minding my own business at the metro, right? I was like walking, and then somebody just tugs at my Smisky at my back in my backpack, and then I look back. It's like, hi, it's Andrea. It's so cute, Even if you're not in church, like right now, even if you're like going to work. You just see them, and it's nice to see them, and you have
and that
bond.
community is still there.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Nice.
So, why is it important for young people to have people that they can rely on? Like, you can speak from experience, Kuya Pablo, because pretty sure, like, growing up, we had those, like, ates and kuyas.
I mean, like, speaking from experience, like, I grew up in a high school where it was only my brother and I, where we were the only members in the church. Yeah. And also, coming from a Filipino background, we were also one of the few Asians in school. So,
what year was this?
This was back in almost 20
years.
like 2011 to 2016.
Oh.
So first year to last year high school.
2016?
Yeah.
What year are you born?
Wee child.
What year are you born in?
Oh, 2007. I was
2007.
I was 11.
8.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
So yeah, in high
Wait,
school
you were 8 when I was 11?
No, 2007. I was 8.
Oh.
Okay.
You're
interrupting.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah, I think it's important for you, the young people, to have friends in the church because, yes, you see your friends in school, but then on the weekends, like they have their own plans with their families and stuff like that. But then us, we're at church, but then we only see our friends, let's say when you're younger, only once during the weekend. Yeah. And as you get older as Kadiwa, you can see each other more often because you have a car, you can commute, you can do all these things, but
they help you out.
They'll help you out, but it's also like when you're at church, compared to outside, it's a different kind of community and feeling that you get. It's like, yes, you see your friends from school, but then when you see your friends in church, it's a different kind of bond. It's not just like, oh, what class are we going to or whatever. It's more like, when are we performing or what's our performance for? And it's like, it's very sacred, the bond that we have. That's how I would say.
Do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Do you feel that too?
Yes,
as well? Do you think it's important for you know, someone like you, that young person that you are, so kuyas and ates to rely on?
Like, personally, like, I haven't experienced this yet, but like I do believe, since like I'm in psychology too, like we learn
right. Psychology.
We learn about like moral, social support networks. So like I think it's really good to have like somebody you can rely on, so that you could also like ask for advice, or like if ever you need something, or like even someone to talk to, like it's really important to have somebody to talk to, so that like if ever like you're feeling down or you're feeling alone, like you don't have to keep that to yourself. You could always talk to your older ates and kuyas, and it's a great relief too.
It gives you a different perspective of life, because your classmates, you're just stuck with them for like classes.
That's true. I was gonna elaborate on that. In school, you guys are all the same age, same year, but you can't really talk to someone who has experience or can give you, wise advice. But then when you go to church, everyone is there. So you can approach anyone, like your ates and your kuyas.
Different walks of life, different experiences.
Yeah. That's why I think it's important, because you learn a lot through experience when you go to church also.
That's why KADIWA matters. Well, alright.
Yeah.
Well, now that we got those two questions in, it's time for our segment, which, speaking of community, Brother Josh, I think it was Brother JC, Brother MJ, Brother Juriel, they did a vlog, and Sister Joy as well.
Really? So yeah, it was a very important event also, but they vlogged it.
The Care for Humanity event. So this is their Care for Humanity vlog.
What's up, INCRadio? I'm Brother Josh.
I'm Brother JC.
I'm Brother Juriel.
I'm Brother MJ.
And I'm Sister Alec.
And today we're at the Care for Humanity here in the district of Quebec and Atlantic, Canada.
Let's give you a tour.
Exactly.
Let's go. Let's go to the nursing station. First slide.
Okay, but actually don't know the station.
Oh no, I'll show you the nursing station.
Okay, here. Okay,
Hi, so this is my station, or the nursing station. We have our nurses.
Which department?
From the CNDPS department. We have
Hello,
our nurses.
po. Everyone say hi, po. Hello, po. Hi. Interview them.
Do we have right? Oh, we have Sister Cheryl. Sister.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
So explain our booth that we have for CMDPS.
Yeah, we have our blood pressure and glucose monitoring po.
Yes. And what is your message? Take care of your health.
Yeah, every Breton should take care of their health po, and we were so blessed po that we were able to give our service po to our brethren po.
Shout out our nurses po. Shout out our nurses.
Shout out po to CMDPS ng District of Quebec and Atlantic Canada.
Okay, next.
Now we're at the registration and invitation area. This is where the guests get their names that we put in. Right now we are here in the registration area. This is where the guests will get their... As you see here, we have our basugas and our invitation for our Worldwide Evangelical Mission on October 31.
Say hi to the others. Who's at the booth?
Oh, Ate Mika! Ate Mika, can you please explain the booth, please?
Oh, this is where you register your guests. Guests with S, because we have a lot today. And this is for the attendance of the brethren.
Okay.
And we also give them pasubos.
What do we have here?
Yeah.
Please introduce your crew.
Oh, they're all from different locals. We're just in one booth. Introduce yourself.
Shout out.
Introduce yourself. It's a vlog for INCRadio.
I am Sister Ethel. I'm from the local of Bujoy.
There we go. From local of Bujoy.
How about here?
Sister
Ayan.
Ayanski. Introduce yourself for INC. Say hi, shout out. INC Radio Vlog. What's your name? I'm Marian. Local.
Thank you.
Next. Julio.
What's the next one?
We're going to say hi to.
Just say hi.
What do we do?
Like Montreal. Say hi to them.
Hello po! Say hi to INC Radio po.
Hello po. Shout out po, shout out.
Hello po.
INC Radio!
Any shoutouts po?
Shout out! Hello, shout out!
Hi, Kaglen.
Hi, Kaglen din!
If you're listening, ay, di ba? Hello po, Halifax from Montreal.
What's your favorite moment po?
Favorite moment is for performing my duty.
Next. Bye-bye po.
Bye po!
Okay, next. Where are we going, guys?
Let's go to the food committee!
Food committee.
What is this? INC Radio?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. This is hi. All right. Food committee sponsored by sponsored by the local of Saint Laurent. Okay. Over here we got drinks, just coffee, kajun, lopo kajun.
Hey.
On camera.
Hello, shout out from Bakersfield.
Any shout out?
Hello po. From Saint Laurent po.
Food. So we got pizza, cheese pizza, pepperoni. I can't see. I'm so tall. I can't see this. Got John. Yeah. Over here, we're now about to interview the head of the food committee, Brother John Flores.
Shout out.
How are you, Shout out po.
What am I gonna
For
say?
radio. Say hi to your family, Kuya John.
Shout out to INC Radio.
Hello po, INC Radio. What do you want me to say?
Shout out, Kuya. Family.
Roast beef sandwich.
Sandwich.
What?
Here.
Guest only first.
No, it's
That's for the video, Kuya.
Nagda-diet.
Oh, what is this pot, tita? What kind of sandwich is this?
What?
You.
No, what is this pot? Like,
This is a ham and cheese and with egg.
egg? What's the red pot? Ketchup?
The red one, I don't know. I think
Turkey.
the spicy one.
Spicy. Okay, egg sandwich, tuna. This Costco hot dog. Costco hot dog. And we got a Tim Horton. And okay, finally, let's go. All right, hello. What's your name, guys?
My name's Ezra.
My name is Brother Ezekiel. From the locale of
Montreal.
Any shout-outs?
Shout out to my guest Keisha for coming today. Care for Humanity.
What does that make you feel? You brought a guest.
Feels great.
It's great.
Yes.
Are you proud?
Of course. Helping the works of propagation.
And okay, it's about to start.
Hi everybody, this is the end of our Care for Humanity. We have just distributed all the bags and everyone is just socializing now. So Brother Julio, how does it feel to give back to the community?
I feel blessed because we gave back and now we share.
And how about you, Brother GC?
Yeah, you know, it feels really good giving back to, you know, the ones who need it really the most. And yeah, it's a good feeling, you know.
Brother Julio, do you have any shout-outs to give?
I like to shout out Ate Nina, our cameraman.
Camera moment. Hey.
And GC, do you have any shout outs?
I want to shout out to the food community. You know,
The food community?
bring
Okay.
all the food here.
Shout out Bakersfield. Yeah. And this is Brother Josh.
This is Brother Julio.
This is Brother JC.
And we're signing out.
Alright, and we're back.
And we're back. Thank you so much, Brother Josh. Say hi to your past self.
Hi, old self.
No, that was a nice vlog. That was a nice vlog, though.
Yeah.
Oh, the vlog.
Yes.
From the Care for Humanity. I remember that day. I was not expecting for the weather to actually be that cold. That
It
day.
was super cold.
Really,
it was
really
cold,
cold,
yeah. But it was fun because you got to see, people in need, and it was nice to share food with everyone.
Yeah, there's actually
nice.
a lot more guests this time too. And I remember doing an interview with one of the guests, and they were saying that last time they came to the previous one, it was like raining, so they didn't really get to see the full extent of how all the brethren come together because of the weather.
Yeah.
But since it did not rain and they saw like the whole setup at the Beaconsfield Chapel, they said it's really nice, and it's the first time that they experienced something like that where people actually talk to you, and the one I interviewed, her daughter, actually she was deaf.
What?
Yeah, her daughter was deaf, and she said that it felt good for her because she found a community where people can actually talk to her using sign language.
Was
yes, sign language. Yeah,
that's super cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Well, that's one of the things that we do because of activities like that we have, and I think it really like broadens your views in life with activities that because let's be honest, we don't like as human in like ordinary lives.
Yeah.
We don't really go out there and seek for activities like these, but because of the activities that are approved by the church administration, we get to broaden our horizons in a way to like help out in the smallest ways that we can.
There's like a deeper meaning to all the activities that we do. So.
Yeah, so definitely. Did you enjoy that day, Brother Josh?
Yes, but except for the weather, but it was an overall good activity.
Because you were just wearing a hoodie. You like to wear hoodies.
Yeah. Josh was a very hoodie guy.
Hoodie.
You guys like my hoodie?
That's not a hoodie.
That's a sweater, though, but close enough.
Do you have a hidden talent, Brother Josh?
A hidden talent?
Do you know how to sing? Since you're in the choir, but do you like sing?
I think you can rap. You have a rapper voice.
Am I supposed to freestyle?
I think he was ready. He was about to do it.
Oh, okay.
Joshua was ready.
I was gonna spit a bar.
I was low-key like nervous.
It's like maybe we'll save that for like a vlog segment or something like that.
But anyways, let's get back into our questions. Now, since we shared that, can you share a time when a fellow KADIWA member helped or encouraged you?
You wanna go first?
You have a lot of kuyas.
Well, I have like this one like experience, but back when I used to be a CWS choir but, and when I was still little, like I needed help, or like I was supposed to pray but in front of like for like the officer's prayer, and I was like kind of feeling nervous but and like
how old were you? Do you remember?
No, not really. It
7?
was just something like that. But like I just remember that time, and then I got approached by one of the CWS officers, but I forgot the name because I have really terrible memory. I'm really sorry. But like when I was like little, like I was sitting like in the basement, and then like my leg was like shaking and everything, and then like one of the officers approached me, and like he asked me if I was okay, whatever, and then he helped me like calm down and like be less nervous, and also like help me pray, like not like make a prayer, but like
how to outline
how to guide me to like say a proper prayer. And ever since, like we've also grew a bond with each other, and I felt better with that kuya. So
yet you forgot his name.
But I forgot his name.
Okay, so shout out to that kuya to
shout out
Josh.
to you. I think that kuya symbolizes all the kuyas and ates that we have in the CWS.
Yeah, I think we all had that experience as a CWS too.
That's
when
so
we're
nice.
approached to pray,
You actually remember?
Yes.
Aww.
That's like a childhood.
Because I feel like it's gonna be like in your heart.
Yeah, as you grow up.
Like as like all the good deeds that like somebody does to you or that you do to others, like it's like an unforgettable moment.
For sure.
So,
cute.
Yeah,
but I just forgot his name. I'm really sorry.
Especially in those moments when you're feeling like really nervous or you don't know what to do, and then there's someone there to help you. Those you'll remember that.
Sometimes God sends an instrument, especially when you need it most. The kuyas and ates, like they might be, we can be shy at times.
Yeah, a bit intimidating at times.
Yeah,
but,
of course they're older, like they know things that we're just kids.
Yeah.
But then when they actually approach us and say, "Hey, it's okay, like you got this,"
then it kind of breaks the ice, and you're like, okay, maybe I can talk to this ate, I can talk to this kuya. Exactly. Do you have an experience like that, Sister
You can
Janina?
ask them to libre you.
Exactly.
Do you have any experience, Sister Janina?
I have a lot of because. So now that's how I feel.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm put on the spot, right? but yeah, I think I'm really grateful that I have, because I don't have an ate, like a sibling, that an older sister in my life. I only have a kuya, and it's very different. Kuyas and ates are very different dynamics, right? Because kuyas, they bully you.
I think that's a kuya thing too.
That's a kuya thing, but you grew up knowing tough love.
Yeah.
Like, they make you stronger and more boyish. They get you ready for the real world.
Yeah.
But ates are more nurturing, as
more loving
women.
on the softer side.
Yeah. So I'm really grateful that even though I didn't grow up with a sibling by blood, na ate, like a sister, but I grew up in the church, like, when sometimes CWS officers call you be, beb, like, come here, be. Like, they're very nurturing. So I really treasure all the ates I have in my life. I have a lot of them. Ate Oz, Ate Pat, who celebrated her birthday yesterday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy
belated
Ate
birthday,
Pat.
Ate Pat. Yeah.
And
yeah, do you have an experience that an ate or a kuya helped you?
I don't know. I feel like there's so many things that they've guided me through. Like, especially when I moved out of my parents, like being here in Montreal alone, like it's really tough because you really face the reality of adulting. But whenever I have questions about like taxes and like
adult stuff,
or when I'm really lonely, I just tell them like
you reach out to
one
of them,
and it's great. Not just because you're bonded by friendship, but by faith, and there's this spiritual connection that you guys have because you have similarities. Like, I'm going through this right now. I just need someone to talk to, and now that I'm 26, I strive to do my best to reach out to younger kids,
Right, like you're being the ate to.
Yeah, it's a rite of passage, I think.
Exactly, you're just passing on the experience that you had to the younger ones.
Because you experienced that, so all the more you should do the same thing. The same kindness you guys received, the same love.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's one thing. Like, you don't think about doing it; it just comes naturally. As you grow older, you just feel like doing things for like the younger ones. Especially in the CWS or like the children's worship service, for the younger ones, like, you just have that care for the younger ones and just you want to give them good experiences.
You see your inner child as well.
That's true, because they're still growing in their minds, so they don't know the realities and the harsh things of the world.
It can get overwhelming, really.
That's true.
So we need our ates and kuyas in the KADIWA. They're really one of God's instruments, and of course, having the duty as a KADIWA officer, it really not saying it's pressure, but it's more of like a blessing.
It is a blessing,
an obligation, a holy obligation for you to, because I feel like it benefits you as well more than.
Like, it does require, let's say, more sacrifice when you become an officer.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: when you sacrifice more for God, even though, let's say, at times you might feel a bit lonely, or you're on your own path because you're doing so much for God, but the reward is that even though it feels like you're more alone, or while you're being active, you're not actually being more alone. You're actually drawing closer to God because you're doing more for Him and you're spending more time with God. So that's being not just being a KADIWA officer, but just an officer in general. That's something that you'll realize as through experiences.
Very nice, nicely put. And I think it's nice to have people who have different experiences too, because sometimes you can get caught up with going through this right now, like, I feel so alone, and then you see somebody who's going through a different thing than you, and you get to see like, okay, well,
it's not that bad,
it's not that bad what I'm going through. Like, it's actually like I can do it. If she can do it,
I can do it too. Exactly.
How about you? Do you have friends that you were like deep talks and conversations like that?
Yeah, I actually like. Well, yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yes. It's in the church too. Like, I talk to like Allison. Shout out Allison.
Shout out Allison.
They're like my sisters.
Yeah, you guys grew up together.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen each other go through different things. Like,
exactly. So like I could always like reach out to them if ever like I'm feeling alone, or like if I want to hang out with somebody, they'll always be there for me. So like
And to as well, your best friend.
Lawrence.
And
Lawrence.
what's her name again?
Andrea?
I'm gonna cut this. No. You
Oh,
twin.
Jillian.
Okay, shout her out.
Okay. Wait, now?
But
Okay, well, I don't know when you're gonna
them.
cut it. Wait, do I have to re-say everything I said? Or?
No.
But yeah.
Go.
Wait,
But yeah,
how
we
do
were,
I start it?
we were saying like shout out to like you were saying that
Oh yeah.
Shout out to
Also
your
shout out
friends.
to Jillian and Warren's too. For like even at church, we always go together in activities and everything. So
It's actually nice. Whenever I see you guys.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
It
we're
is
always
nice.
like in like a little group.
Yeah.
together,
Always get boba.
Yeah. But that's one thing we don't say it, but as us, let's say the older,
Kadiwas.
the late 20s Kadiwas. So when we see younger Kadiwas like you, and you guys all hang out and come to activities together,
It's actually nice.
it's really nice to see. That's what I gotta
Because
say.
us, we have friends too. It's different to have kuyas and ates, but it's also different to have people the same age as you.
Yeah,
It's just a different bond.
It is a different bond, yeah. When you have aunties and kuys, it's like you'll know they'll be there or you reach out, but you understand that they're adulting, right? They're their own lives, so you can't always bother your aunties and kuyas. But when you have like friends that are in the same age group and you guys just move together, it's different. So when we see you guys, let's say you guys pull up to an activity together, I'm like, that's the squad. Like that's the group. That's the group. It's nice to see.
And if ever you can't reach to somebody, you ask Josh, where is he? Where's Lawrence?
If one of us is missing, you
Like,
always
where
ask,
is it?
where's the other one?
Yeah, exactly.
It's nice. There's a community, there's a bond, and that's very important. Well, speaking of Kadiwa, Kuya Carlo, Joshua, what's one activity that, really made them work on you?
I'll bring this back, and we bring it.
Sorry. Go ahead.
We bring it back every year. But I gotta say the meet and greet. That's something. Oh, that's something.
I haven't experienced it yet.
One thing you have to experience. You have to
He
experience.
was about to go to
Japan.
Oh, but I was still living here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
was
you
still
couldn't.
in
You couldn't.
yeah,
Hopefully
for
this
sure.
year, but one thing I gotta
This
say.
year, next year.
There's one in Europe, no?
Cut that, because that's not approved yet.
Restart. Cap.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. You didn't know.
Next year, yun.
Those
I
are just
thought
rumors.
But it
was
is
actually-
next year, yeah.
Okay, so it is.
But
next
it's not
year.
approved yet.
Europe?
Yeah,
I don't know
Europe
about it.
now.
Okay, anyways.
Okay,
And yeah, meet and greet. It's like it's an activity that every Kadiwa must experience. Not for the fact that maybe you'll find the one, but it's more about the community that you'll
Connections,
find. Connection,
yeah.
right? So the meet and greet that I've been to, which was the one in Manitoba, and then also the
The
CFO
first one,
conference.
international Kadiwa
The
meeting.
first international one.
Manitobes.
When you see the amount of Kadiwas and brethren just there,
Coming together, yeah.
it's like you'll make instant friends. You'll make instant bonds, and like after that, you guys grow to become like the closest friends ever.
Yeah.
And that's something that you can't take away that kind of experience. So
And it's nice because I know a brother from Ottawa. What he did was he tried to find Kadiwas who work in the same field as him,
right.
and he actually networked.
He found? Oh, he found, yeah.
He was asking for advice, oh, Kuya, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? And they actually give advice. It's not just, I know it's about friendship and maybe you find the one, but it's also building connections.
Yes. Yeah, building connections.
Helping out each
that
other.
bond. So I'd say if ever there's the administration launches a meet and greet,
I will be there.
Don't second. Yeah.
I will be there.
Keep the receipt on that.
Oh,
He said he'll be there.
It's gonna go, Josh. I can't wait for the stories.
Oh yeah, Josh is gonna come back with
He's gonna be "Hi guys,
hey guys, so
I met this girl."
Yeah, by the way, guys.
Anyways, well, moving on.
No, but I really think if I do go to a Kadiwa meeting and I feel I would make so much friends, especially from different parts of the world.
Yes.
Sure.
And if ever you need to travel too, you can, if you go to the same a place where a brethren comes from, you can
that's the thing.
Oh,
yeah.
hi, I'm visiting or whatever,
And it's nice too, right? Because you get to build friendships off of that.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I made friends at the CFO conference, and I'm thinking we still have this group chat on social media.
Yeah.
And we're each in different parts of the world. One is from London, one is from California. So shout out to brother Sean, brother Chris, brother JP. But these are all from London and different parts of the world.
From the UK.
From the UK.
From the UK.
But then let's say if you're going to a part of the world and you're thinking of traveling, right? You just be like, oh, I know my friend. So you hit him up, be like, hey, I'm visiting. Let's do something.
Yeah.
And then when you go, they just introduce you to other brethren because they bring other kadiwas with you.
Yeah, or when like Josh wants to go to Europe, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I got you, bro."
Yeah, he's gonna hook up and it's just.
Yeah.
I want pizza. Yes.
I want pizza. I want baguette. I want croissant.
Exactly.
You're gonna go to UK
He's
for
gonna show you to
pizza?
the
Fish and chips.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. They're gonna bring you to the best spots out there.
Exactly.
They're gonna show you around.
Yeah, for sure. Now, okay, we've established everything fun about the Kadiwa. Now, why do you think it's important for young people to understand what true brotherhood is and live by it? You know, because we have different relationships, right? We got family, we got school, we got career, but church, you know, as sad as it is, church nowadays in our generation isn't very. It's not the norm, you know.
Right,
not
it's-
everyone has a religion.
I feel like it's more becoming just like a trend.
Yeah.
It's not actual things that people value. It's more just, I
Unlike
think it's
before.
trending and it's go fine, right? And the value of being religious, it's become so, you know, light. It's just not. It's not that significant.
words
It's
now.
just words now. Yeah. What do you think about it? Let's ask you the question.
Not the. Okay, Josh. I think it's important for young people to have guidance. Not just, you know, because we have a relationship with our parents wherein they have experiences back in the day. But it's different
from this generation.
Yeah, from this generation. Like you get to see your parents' point of view with your ates and kuyas. Like, they say the same things, but it's different if it's coming from them, you know?
Right, it's a different, you know, mindset or generation apart.
Yes.
Here goes the transition. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it is
But yeah,
important.
right? It's different.
Like, you know, our parents didn't grow up with the technology that we have
Yeah.
now and like the culture that we have now, but then their experience, it's more, I'd say, raw. They just learned on the spot or whatever they see. Us, we have internet, we have all these research, and then
So
we
much
just learn.
information, you know?
Even too much information.
too
Our parents
much
was just whatever you see, that's what you get,
Whoever
and then
you
you learn.
see, you know, that's it.
That's
Like,
it.
You have no connections other than
Yeah, you just network with what you have.
Yeah.
But now it's like just with a click or whatever, you'll just get by everywhere. But I think, you know, that kind of community, especially inside the church for the younger people, because, you know, God is guiding the church administration and all of us in the right way.
Yeah.
It's important that we stay, you know, in the church and be here as a community, because when you have the same values, especially as church members, that's what keeps you grounded when you move with life. Because, you know, we're not at church 24/7. And as much as we want to be there, we have our own lives to live. But then the ones that keep you grounded is your community, your friends, your church friends. So, you know, when you think about, oh, I'm going through a rough time, or there's a lot of things that's happening around me, like the culture, the wokeness, all that stuff. The wokeness, all that stuff.
It's a big word. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
being woke.
Being woke, or say, you know, all these trending things that's happening.
All these things, yeah.
It can be so overwhelming that you might try to, like, fit in, right? You might want to put yourself in that culture and you won't even know about it. But when you have your friends that are really strong in faith, it keeps you, you know, grounded to what's right.
Shout out to the friends out there.
And shout out to
you
all the
know who you are.
Kadiwas.
You know, you keep us in line. You need that person to ground you and to remind you, like, yo, you're actually like
Yeah, you're
crossing the line.
That's not good.
Yeah, for me, that's true friendship. When you get to call out on each other.
Yeah.
Because you know you're not sugarcoating it anymore.
Yeah, a real friend is the one that, you know, just
They're being true.
being honest.
You know?
Yeah.
Like brother Josh. You know.
You know, that's what's good about brother Josh. You know, it's like Josh is very playful, but also he's someone that he's very teachable. He's very.
I am very teachable.
He's very teachable. Like
a lot of learn. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But for you, how important is it for you, Josh? Since you know you're 18, you're very Gen Z.
Yeah, I think it's very important to have like a true like brotherhood relationship, especially within the church. As much as like it's good also to have friends outside of the church, it's always better to have like your closest friends in the church, as you mentioned, but like you all you share the same faith, the same values, but so you guys can help each other as with experiences, and it helps you like have true like friendships in the church. Like as the world is like getting worse, they're the only friends that you'll always have. And yeah,
no, that's true.
Really nice.
Yeah,
I was gonna say something else but I forgot.
It'll come back. It comes back. But that's true. You know, I think church friends are friends that will last
for life.
A lifetime.
Aww.
Because everyday life, your other friends, they found their own jobs, they have their own lifestyle.
And once, come on, let's be honest, Kuya. In our age, somebody's getting married, somebody's starting a family.
Someone is already having a baby. So, it's like I'm at a point in age now. It's more like in high school we have that group of friends, but then as you get older, it just gets smaller and smaller and smaller.
Oh,
but
yeah.
as you get older in the church, it's the opposite. It just goes even bigger because you just learn to network. You learn to have a bigger community, and you bond not only with the Kadiwas, but I think eventually we're getting to a point where we're starting to bond with the buklod, like the married members.
Buklods, honestly.
Yeah.
Like when you get to know the kuyas and the ates,
Yeah.
like to joke around,
Yeah.
and you actually see that you're not scared anymore. Like, you know what, going all this isn't so bad.
It's not so bad, and it's more fun to talk, with the older ones because
It
you
seems
learn.
scary at first. Let's be honest. Like, look at us, Josh. This is your future.
I think Josh is feeling like the age gap between like us.
Yeah. No, because he's what, 18?
18.
I remember when I was 18. I was young.
The good old days.
18. I think I just graduated high school like maybe a year.
Yeah.
I graduated
exactly.
I think at 7.
You don't even know what you're gonna do in life.
Yeah, it's like you're just welcome into like adult world. It's like okay.
But you still
job,
feel like a
school.
kid. Let's be honest, Kuya.
You
We
do.
still feel like a kid right now.
No, sometimes I'm just like, people are like working. They have their own company, their own cars, and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna go grab some fast food later.
I'm gonna go get matcha.
Yeah, let me go get my matcha first, and I'll figure out my life later.
You know what? And I'm gonna go downtown. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna buy this.
That's so true.
The table shifted. Okay, but now we've reached the end of our the
Topic.
closing. So, Brother Josh, do you wanna have a special message to the friends, the kuyas, the ates, has been there for you? No matter what. That you can hit them up and call them anytime and be like, "Yo, are you free? Because I'm going through something.
I
right
need
now."
you right now.
Yeah. Say it like that.
Well, I just really want to thank all the kuyas and my ates that are helped me out, especially growing up, and
don't cry.
You got it.
no, I won't cry. No, I won't. But just a big shout out to you guys, and it really shows the importance of brotherhood, especially in the Kadiwas too. That it actually goes a long way to help each other, and you just don't know it. So my memories, I always cherish them in my heart.
Oh,
so
I've never seen this side of Josh before.
I think we should have him guessing more often.
Yeah.
So you'll see two sides of Joshua: the vlogger and the psychologist.
Future
Future psychologist.
But I read a post in I forgot which platform it is, Kuya, but community is actually going out of your way. It's the inconvenience, like picking up somebody from the airport, or when somebody's like, oh, can you actually grab this for me right now because I can, and you just go out of your way, not because even if it's hard, sometimes you just have to, because they do the same thing for you,
Right.
or maybe they need me right now, and I don't mind. I'm gonna go out of my way and do this for them.
That's why like what you said. My message to those that are searching for a kind of community. The community is not going to come to you. That's why I have to say you have to put effort into building that kind of community that you want, and just when you give that certain effort, eventually you'll find your community. Because a lot of people, especially in today's generation, they feel isolated because they don't have a community, but then that's because you don't put effort to go look for that. So same thing, if you're looking to find the true faith, if you're looking to find God and just finding,
you need to do something.
You need to do something about it. If you want your faith to grow and to find people that are close to God, then just reach out to them.
Sure.
Come visit the church.
And strive not to look for perfection. Because sometimes in friendships, well, if they did this,
it's
they
like
should
a
have
red
did
flag.
that.
I'm gonna cancel that. Nah, it's like they're not my vibe or something.
We're
like
all
that.
living for the first time, We're bound to make mistakes, and I think there's beauty in forgiveness, and love comes with forgiveness and grace. So as much as we make mistakes, God always forgives us. So all the more us, right? We should love each other and be there for each other because we are God's children.
Yeah. So shout out to all our listeners and viewers, especially our guests, whoever our guest is, and you're looking for a sense of community. Church of Christ is where it is. So you'll find great, amazing people with all walks of life. So
So here is the verse of the week. It's about helping those in need and doing good for others.
So here's an idea. Why don't we all start our week with a giving and kindness attitude and do good things for others? And we'll do this based on what the Lord Jesus himself taught. Hi, I'm Brother Felmar Serrano, and I'd like to share this verse of the week with you. Let's read from the book of Acts, chapter 20, verse 35. Remembering the words the Lord Jesus himself said, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." It doesn't get any clearer than that. It is more blessed to give than to receive. So let's give respect to all through our pleases and thank yous and our smiles and hellos. Let's look for ways to help those around us, doing acts of kindness for our parents, our friends, the elderly, and even those we may not even know. And let's give what we can to those who are in need. And even if someone out there might seem a bit rude or cut you off on the road, let's show some grace and be kind in return. Now, we here in the Iglesianicristo, the Church of Christ, are also inviting everyone to join us in our volunteering and community service through our INC giving projects. For more details, please visit our website, incgiving.org, or follow us at INC Giving Project on Instagram and Facebook. This is our verse of the week. Stay safe, stay strong, stay faithful. God bless.
All right. So thank you so much to the church administration for bringing out content like that from the Bible, straight from the Bible, advice, wisdom that we need. So
it's very timely, though, that kind of verse, especially if we're talking about community and a lot of people are feeling distress. Verses of the week, it's what it keeps us tied down.
Yes, for sure. I like it. Whenever I come across it on Instagram, I'm like, needed this right now.
Right, like you'll just open Instagram and first thing you see is like verse of the week. You just have to listen.
And you see brother Carlo sharing it.
Yeah.
You're not on my Instagram.
I don't really use Instagram.
You know what? That's media. Gen Z. Actually, they're not really on it anymore.
I think it's a good thing in a way. It's a good thing to not be on social media so much.
Too much, saturated and so much information. Anyways, we have reached the end of our episode. Now, Brother Josh, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you.
Do you have any shout outs? Anyone you want to greet? You've greeted your family, your friends.
Well, I guess it's only right to shout out Beaconsfield.
Shout out Beaconsfield.
That's all I have.
He did a lot of shout outs earlier, so I'll give it that. Shout out to the local congregation of Montreal, the whole district of Quebec and Atlantic Canada, to all the KADIWAs and my KADIWA officers.
Yeah, shout out to everyone who watched. Thank you, Paul, for being here with us. But of course, before we end our show, a special acknowledgement goes to our most beloved Executive Minister, Paul, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo. Thank you, Paul, for everything that you do for all of us, for your love and concern. We love you so much, Paul. And
thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you, Brother Josh.
That's Brother Josh for being here.
Brother Carlos.
Thank you so much.
And then we also want to thank Paul, our District Minister, Brother Muriel Cadasio, our Assistant District Minister, Paul, Brother Aaron Manabo, and our CFO Overseer, Brother Jello Brigado, Kuya FG, our District Multimedia Advisor, and everyone tuned in. Thank you, Paul. Once again, this has been INC Radio Canada. Bye, everyone.
Paul. Thank you so much, Paul.
Sa iglesia sila ay sa amin iyong ibiniyaya ang pamamahala na sa'yo nagmula, isang lider upang makuna.
Uy, best friend, kahapon nag-host ako ng event.
Uy, grabe naman, best
Ang pretty ko,
friend.
no?
Ang dating na natin dyan.
Oo, iba. Tsaka ang ganda kasi kapag mga nasa event ka eh.
Ay. Oh, pormadong-pormado si best friend, ah.
Oo nga.